Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena from Wholeness Campaign, and today I wanted to interrupt my series that I've been doing on mold to talk a little bit about lymphatic drainage, especially because I know lymphatic drainage can be really important when you are detoxing from mold. And personally, I have had a little bout of, I'm not sure that it's mold, I think it's just a little bit of a detox flare, but I've had some very swollen lymph nodes the last couple weeks after getting what I thought was sickness. I thought it was a virus, but I actually am starting to think that it's detox related. It actually reminded me a lot of some stuff that I experienced as a kid, having really swollen lymph nodes all the time. And really, I think that was a sign that my body was just needing some extra detox support. But this go around, I did some things really different, and I want to share a little bit about what I did. So hopefully you can kind of glean and learn if you too have experienced this or are going through this, and how you can support your lymphatic drainage system while you are in that detox process. So let's jump in. I feel like the term lymphatic drainage gets thrown around a lot on social media, and essentially what it is your entire body has a lymph flow. It is moved by your circulation system. You have lymph nodes all over your body. You tend to get them, they're in your armpits, they are all along your neck and the back of your neck, down your shoulders. They are all along your pelvis. There's lymph nodes really everywhere. And what can happen, especially when you're detoxing or if you have a really high toxic load, is that if that lymph gets stagnant, so not moving, not freely flowing, if there's not a lot of circulation happening in a certain area and there's toxic buildup there, your body will actually have an inflammation response in order to protect you from whatever toxin is built up in that area. That can often come in the form of swollen lymph nodes, and it's actually your body's innate, smart, genius response to toxic load. So the answer is not to decrease the inflammation in that area, but rather to deal with the toxin that is causing that inflammation in the first place. So I had experiences a lot of the times with inflammation when I would get sick. Probably more so what was happening is I was actually getting sick because of toxic exposure or high toxic buildup, and it felt like just a normal virus. But what's actually going on is my body's trying to flush toxins. So your body will give you a fever. This was something I experienced in the span of these days, and it will also give you sometimes this inflammation response to, again, protect the more significant areas of your body from experiencing that toxic load, because you would rather have your lymph nodes kind of swollen than you would your brain be swollen. Your body does a really great job of prioritizing things. So we do want to help our body out in that process. Some of these things were new that I did try. So the first thing that I started doing, because I noticed that there was some sinus pressure and some very swollen, very painful lymph nodes in my neck, was using a guasha. So I will show you a picture of what that looks like. It's basically a little sage color. It's made of a stone, but essentially it's something you can use to scrape back your skin on your face in a certain direction, and I will post a picture of kind of the directions you should be moving in. Scraping back multiple times, kind of like people will shake it to kind of get that lymph moving, get circulation drawn to that area, and allow toxic buildup to kind of drain a little bit. This is also something I'll do when I have kind of acne breakouts, because that can again be a result of a lack of lymphatic flow in your face. There can end up being a buildup of bacteria and toxins that actually can cause the acne to be there. So I started doing that immediately, and you guys, I noticed an instant difference. I had what felt like almost like just stuffy nose. I had a lot of watery eyes in the middle of the night, and putting the pressure here along my sinuses instantly cleared that up. Now, this swollen neck issue that I was dealing with took longer, but something that I'm learning about lymphatic drainage is that consistency is so important. So I've actually tried using the gua sha before in reaction to some kind of lymph issue that I noticed, and I didn't really notice anything. And the truth was that I'm now learning is that it takes consistency and doing it multiple times a day, every single day, if you're having some kind of acute flare-up, in order to really see those results. And that was when I committed to just even being consistent once a day with it, is when I started seeing the benefit. It had gone on for like a week and a half at that point, and I was like, of just being inconsistent. And then I decided to kind of like commit. I'm going to do this every morning. And I really noticed a difference around probably days 3 to 5. Was when I started seeing and feeling like the pain was subsiding. Another thing that's really great for this is really just exercise, any kind of movement, walking. We do lots of walking around here, but walking, cardio, if you aren't able to run, I do a Zumba class, anything that really gets your blood flowing may sometimes be a trigger for feeling too much toxin release. But for me, actually moving it was helping to kind of clear that out. I really like to pair lymphatic drainage with enemas because enemas are a detox pathway that's super important, and I often feel better when I'm pairing the two together. There have been times I've done certain lymphatic things and I felt worse because you are triggering your body to move toxins around. But I like kind of pairing those two together because it helps to really release the toxic load that's there. Enemas are a great way to do that. Another thing you can do if you are tolerating walking and movement is build up your tolerance on a rebounder. That's just a mini trampoline. If you have a big trampoline, you could use that as well, but the jumping does so much for moving your circulation and getting that lymph flowing that honestly people who are dealing with cancer, even really acute autoimmune conditions, see benefit from using a rebounder and getting that lymph flowing. Another more gentle way to get your lymph flowing is to use a dry brush. Now, I've done a video here on dry brushing. Dry brushing is basically just brushing your skin in the direction of your heart all over your whole body, starting with your limbs and moving up to your chest. I will link my video where I show exactly how to do that, and I link my favorite dry brush also in the description box below, so that hopefully you can get started with that. Now, my next thing that I kind of tried was massage. This would be either somebody massaging your shoulders, which would then target this spot in your upper shoulders that is supposed to open up your lymph and help to get it flowing. So I've been doing a little bit of that to start out before I do any kind of rebounding or Gacha, because it is supposed to help kind of open up your lymph and get things moving. Things can get kind of congested there if it's not really opened up well. But another tool you can use is a massage gun. It's going to basically massage or send vibrating pulses to one specific location on your body. If you're looking to do more of your whole body, something like a vibration plate could help to get your entire lymph moving. Some people notice even really dramatic detox reactions from things like this. I know I have felt almost like dizzy after using a massage gun at times because of the toxins that it was just breaking up in my lymph. So I would just encourage you to go slow and kind of build your body's capacity as you can. Another thing that I've been doing is really stretching out my neck and shoulder area a lot, being consistent with that, because stretching can help with circulation and blood flow, especially if you're doing some of those like yoga poses or you're getting in positions that have you upside down. It really just is moving that circulation and elongating that muscle so you're not as stagnant, not letting toxins build up in one particular area for a long period of time. Stretching is just a good, gentle way to do that. And my last tip here is to take a magnesium supplement. If you can tolerate it, I do magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate. Magnesium citrate can be a little bit more if you tend towards constipation, but the glycinate and malate are going to be a lot more gentle on your digestive tract. Anything from stress, sugar to toxins put a big strain on your magnesium stores. If you are in a period of more concentrated detox and you need some support and your body's needing just kind of like an extra pick-me-up to help things move out, you're going to want to support your body's magnesium stores. I've noticed a huge difference when I have increased it during this time, and I will link in the description box my favorite brand for magnesium and how I do those like magnesium pills, because I'll make those myself so that I have the cheapest way to get the most magnesium possible. So I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you got any value out of this. It is my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.